When you're alone in the middle of the night and you wake up in a sweat and a hell of a fright. When you're alone in the middle of the bed and you wake up like someone hit you on the head. You've had a cream of a nightmare dream and you've gotten the hoo-has. T.S. Eliot. That last line does not sound like T.S. Eliot. Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. Today, we are going to be talking about Rick and Morty, Season 6, Episode 4. We're reviewing it. We start off with Beth just kind of hanging out, counting sheep. And then she arises to Rick doing a bunch of sit-ups, scares the crap out of her, wants to know what's going on. We, skip to breakfast, and we learn about night people. And basically what this does is it programs your mind to kind of have a replica you, if you will, with the blood sample. And you can program it to make you do stuff at night. In Rick's case, he's getting a killer six-pack. He wants abs, so at night he does like 1,000 crunches. Everybody else is like, yeah, let's do that too. So all the different characters learn different things. I believe Beth plays trumpet. Summer just gets like random household chores done. I think, Summer learns Spanish. That's what it is. Beth is on trumpet. Morty does the same thing as Rick. He's got them washboard abs. Look at them abs. And then Jerry decides to make himself a pen pal because Jerry's bored and everybody tells him he's using it wrong, which I think is pretty funny. So then we basically have zombified people just doing chores, and Night Summer gets annoyed because the dishes are not being pre-rinsed. You know, basically clean your plate off, rinse it off a little bit before they have to do dishes, and it's messing up her hands a little bit because it's getting dry and crusty. Rick and Morty now have a podcast about their abs. Everybody's having a grand old time. I think this is where Rick tells Jerry he's not doing it right. And then we have basically Summer was like, hey, maybe clean up the dishes. That was what Jerry's night self. They're all the same people, are just night selves of each other. Wrote to them. And they were like, hey, maybe scrape the dishes, rinse them off a little bit so it's easier on us. Rick, being Rick, was like, no, you can't tell me what to do. So they broke all the dishes. So his response, instead of, okay, let's just, do the dishes, he goes to on another planet with his I guess we're just dealing with the newer vehicle, runs into whoever this guy is. He's some sort of smith. And then they end up making 110% indestructible plates. So there's no way the night selves can break them anymore. I have no idea what the material is, but apparently it's 110% indestructible. Cannot break them. Rick then gets woken up with some smelling salts, and everybody's like, just rinse the dishes off. Rinse the dishes off. And he's like, no. So they take all the remainders off the food, and they scrape it into his mouth. All the crusty, dried-on food throughout the day. Yup, a nice picture of vomit there. Then they go ahead and remove everything in the house, lock Rick out of the workshop. And Night Summer apparently is a part of Rick that, or it has like a Rick gene. So basically, she is the head of everything. Rick makes some sort of garbage science out of trash and eggs. Designs this super uncomfortable suit so Summer wakes up and doesn't fall asleep, and devises a plan to basically take them back over again. When the reality of it is, literally, it's so simple. All Rick has to do is rinse off his dishes, man. It's not that hard, and because he's Rick, he can't do that. So he devises this plan. Okay, put this thing on the machine. The machine got a lot bigger, so the range is a lot farther, so they can't get out of the range, but Summer's supposed to disable it. And she thinks it happens, but it doesn't. It doesn't at all. Yup, there's Night Summer in all of her glory. She somehow, I don't know if these are Rick's robots or she just took them or she somehow designed them. That wasn't really ever answered in the episode. And then it goes off to Rick, knocks everybody out with like a sleeping potion type spiel. And the night people are now going to basically be in full control. So now they are going to have to do the crappy dishes and all the things they don't want to do, all the crunches and stuff during the day to get the hot bod. But Night Jerry is a pal. He is literally a pen pal. And he has a pal in every sense of the word. He's actually trying to help him out. And we get into a huge, awesome, epic action sequence. It's kind of hard to keep up with everything. They're all kind of fighting each other. They're knocking each other out, waking each other up, and that's kind of the gist of it for like a good chunk of the episode. There's Gene, the neighbor, which we don't really know anything about him. He's just kind of like that stereotypical nosy, annoying neighbor. This is the best way to describe it. There's Night Jerry saying, "Hey, I'm trying to help you." And we have Summer jumping out of a police car. She's like, "Why?" And I thought that was hilarious. So she's driving a car. She's perfectly safe. She's not in any danger. And Night Jerry's like, "Come on, jump in the car." And she's like, "Why?" He's like, "Family." And she's like, "Okay," and just does it. But ultimately, she was perfectly safe, if not safer, in that police car. Police cars are built to a higher standard than most vehicles. So if anything, their car's getting wrecked. They should just go up. So now we just have everybody turning into night people going against Rick. And they're like, "Why can't we just come to a consensus and do the dishes?" And Rick, being Rick, is like, no, I am not doing those damn dirty dishes. You creepy night people. We control you. You don't control us. But that's not the case. So night people just pretty much take over. I don't know if this was like some sort of... It had to be like a parody of some movie, because just the way they're doing the credit roll at the end here, it's got to be. If anybody knows the parody to the movie that this of, or show or whatever that this is a parody of, or sci-fi, whatever, then night people realize that the daytime stuff is also equally as annoying as as the dishes and some of the other nighttime stuff. You notice like, oh, you got to pay the light bill, pay the insurance. They're like, oh, I forgot, we have to have actual jobs. The car got towed, the light bill got cut off. Morty's abs and Rick's abs are now gone. And eventually they're just like, yep, I don't want to do this anymore. Rick pulls out a gun. We think they're going to kill themselves, but no. They shoot the machine, and the day people are back. And they've been out for a long time. Like, the night people just took over for a very long time. And we also end in loving memory of Mike Mandel, which I need to know who this person is. They've been doing it every episode this season. That is something I got to look into to see who that is. But good episode overall. Kind of a classic Rick and Morty random-esque type thing. Summer fighting everybody, being the head, get the switch up with the character placement, for whatever reason, Summer is the head night person as opposed to Rick being the head night person when he's normally the head in general. I will give this a solid 8 out of 10. I just really like the action sequences, the fighting, the crazy driving, Summer going all apeshit, crazy, attacking everybody, and Rick ultimately losing. We don't see Rick lose too often, but he did. He lost to Summer. So theoretically, there's a part of Summer that is more Rick than Rick, if that makes sense. So that was, kind of interesting, seeing his genes get passed down, obviously, into Beth, and then obviously through Jerry as well. We didn't really get a lot of Night Beth, although we got a whole episode about Beth and Space Beth last episode, so it makes sense that it focuses more on a character. Being there is only 6 episodes left, the portal gun is not fixed yet. I honestly don't think we're going to go anywhere this season. I think this is going to be more of every episode is kind of like a family unit type deal, because that's what it seems like it's been so far. Minus the first episode. The portal gun, Rick hasn't fixed it yet, and it wouldn't surprise me if they want to just switch it up and make it all family oriented, make it not so much space oriented, where Rick has to keep it local because he has a spaceship. Actually, no, he doesn't. His spaceship blew up. I guess he could rebuild it. His spaceship did end up blowing up this episode, but he can definitely rebuild it, so that's not an issue. But with the portal gun, if it takes him too long to fix it, it might be something where he may not fix it until season 6, episode 10, which is the last episode. But who knows? To my knowledge, we're not getting any breaks, so it should just be straight 10 episodes. I'm hoping there's not like one of those stupid breaks where they did it before, where it's like, oh, let's wait 6 weeks for the next 5 episodes. I hate that. It's like, no, just you have the season done. Give me the season now. I want all of the episodes now. But yeah, as I said, excellent episode overall. I have no idea what's going to happen next episode. It's very hard to think of what's going to happen next episode because is it going to be some random thing? Is it going to be more canon? You never know, and I think that's kind of the fun with it, is you never know what's going to happen next. It's always a surprise. You can't really guess because who knows? Maybe Rick will fix the portal gun and be good to go. I have yet to watch the preview for next episode, so I really have no idea what's going on. I'll probably end up seeing it at some point. You know, Adult Swim always has the previews for it when it's out. Extremely popular show. Why wouldn't they? But yeah, I'm also going to do a clip as well. Probably I'm going to upload the review first. So you know, for the clips, how that's going to work is I'm going to play the clip first, and then because YouTube is kind of messing with me with monetization, because they don't like that I'm just doing clips, I'm going to add to the clip and add my 2 cents to the clip after the clip plays. So that way it's just not the clip. When you see that, please subscribe. Comment section come up that I will have after the clip. If you want to stay and hear my 2 cents on that clip, fine. If you don't, you are more than welcome to leave. I got my view. Hopefully you liked the video as well. Make sure to like, comment, share, notification bell, all that fun stuff on this video too. That's where we're going to end it. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.